Good afternoon. This is Aaron with Master Plumbing Solutions, better known as MPS. Anyway, we're going to go through an explanation of all the PVC fittings we have stocked here in our trailer, and these are the most common fittings used by most plumbers today. So first off, we've got our test tee, not to be confused with testes. Anyway, used pretty good. This plug just unscrews here. We use them for test purposes. We can put a little blow up in here and test above it, and as well as down the road if you need your sewer cleaned, it's a good spot for the sewer cleaners to go through. These come in both 3-inch and 2-inch. We have some 2-inch stock down here. Next, very important fitting, closet flange, also known as a toilet hooker upper. This particular one's made by Sioux Chief. It's pretty slick. You got mounting brackets here, just kind of whatever you want to use. They're great. We use them all the time. We love these. Next, Ys. Why? Because you need them. Anyway, 3x2 Y. So this is maybe a common example might be, here's your main line. This will go off and catch a kitchen or a laundry box. You must have this direction of flow if it's a drain. You cannot use a T fitting. You must use a Y. We see a lot of dummies use these and use them backwards. Anyway, enough of that. Next, one of our common reducing fittings, 3x2 bell reducer. This is simply used for when you're going from 2-inch pipe to 3-inch pipe. Next, 3-inch coupling. Does just what it says, it couples things together. So if your piece of pipe isn't long enough, you glue this puppy on, glue another piece out, makes it longer. Just like the 3x2 Y, we also have a 3-inch Y. This is used when you're tying a larger drain into your main. Again, use Ys, not Ts. Here, 3-inch T, sanitary T. It's sanitary because it has flow to it. This is used for venting in this purpose, draining in this purpose. It's used just like one of these. You can tie your drain in to another drain. You don't use too many of these, but when you need one, you need one. Next T, 3x2 T. Same function as a 3-inch T, but it has the 2-inch inlet. Could be used as a vent like this, can be used as a vent like this, and a drain like this. We use these quite often. Next, we're going to go into our 45s, 3-inch street 45. It's called a street 45 because there's no hub on this side. This is a regular 45, hubs on both sides. You can put these together. You can use these out of fittings. They're very versatile. Sometimes you only need to turn 45 degrees. Other times you need to turn 90 degrees. This particular fitting is a 3-inch long sweep 90 because it's longer. Anytime you're doing a drain, you must use a long sweep if it's going from vertical to horizontal or horizontal to horizontal, as opposed to a regular sweep 90, which can only be used in venting or if you're going horizontal to vertical. These 90s also come in street variety, so if you need to save some space, and there's a short-term street 90. Next, we have another bell reducer, 2x1.5 inches. If you're going 1.5 to 2-inch, that's what this is used for. And past that, it's a lot more of the same stuff. We have some 2-inch long sweep 90s here, street sweep 90s, 2-inch regular street 90, 2-inch regular 90, 2-inch long sweep 90. Down here, back to the 45s, street 45, 2-inch, 2-inch regular 45. Here's a 2-inch Y. Why? Because you need one. These get a little more interesting. 2-inch sanitary tee. We use these a bunch. Cat coming up to catch a washer box, vent off the top, drain in the side, use it as a vent on its back, use it on a 2-inch branch to go catch another 2-inch. These are very handy. Here's another variety of that, except it's 1.5 inches here. Great for if you're going to drain a tub, vent off the top, vent like this. Pretty good fitting. These are one of my favorites. A 2 by 1.5 inch by 2, and that's something to take note. When you're calling out a fitting, you go end to middle. This particular fitting, I really love using these on bathtubs. My 2-inch drain goes this way, my 2-inch vent goes this way, and this goes out and catches my P-trap. Speaking of which, this is a P-trap. Let me fight with this a little bit. Find another one. Anyway, the whole purpose of this fitting is to protect the health of the nation. Once this gets filled with water, it creates a water trap right here, which prevents sewer gas from coming out into your house, keeps bugs out. So any fixture, anything that receives water gets one of these traps. You may see them under your kitchen sink, your bathroom sinks, your toilet has one integrated into it. Every drain gets a P-trap. Past that, we do have, right up above, the 2-inch test tees, 2-inch couplings, and then back behind Corey here on camera, we have a variety of all the same fittings, 1.5 inches with a couple variations. We have these little nifty guys here, adjustable floor drain. Screw this thing out, screw it down. You can use these if you're doing a poured shower pan. We like to use these in a lot of different applications for upstairs floor drains. They come with this nifty little test plug. Sioux Chief makes some great items. Past that, 1.5 inch P-trap, protecting your health. 1.5 inch sand tees. Here's an interesting fitting. This is what's called a quiet check, the quiet check valve. Zoller manufactures these. We put these on any kind of pump. There's a direction of flow, the water gets pumped up. These particular ones have a spring-assisted flapper in that when it shuts down in a manner that it doesn't give you water hammer, a whap. So these things are great. We don't get any callbacks on noisy sump pumps anymore because of this quiet check. Really great item. Right here, 1.5 inch male adapter. We use these when we're running sump pumps. It screws right into the pump. All it is iron pipe size threads. Good fittings. Other than that, we keep around some 90s. 1.5 inch 90, street 90, regular 90. Don't use a whole lot of long sweep 90s. Here at MPS, we like to oversize our drain line, so we use very little 1.5 inch. We use a lot of 2-inch. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the tour of our trailer and what fittings we keep on hand and why we use them. Have a great